It's been a trying month for the Penrith Panthers, but they get their opportunity tonight to correct what has been a very long run of outs against the Melbourne Storm here in Melbourne. They've lost their last 10 matches in succession. Not so much about playing in Melbourne, but more so the quality of the opposition they've confronted when they've come down here. But this Penrith side with consecutive losses have an opportunity to get back in the winner's circle against a vastly depleted Melbourne Storm outfit this evening. No Billy Slater, who was ruled out yesterday because of a family health issue, and we wish he and his family well. But the news this afternoon that Cameron Munster and Brodie Croft will join Nelson Asava-Solomona, Suliasi Vunivalu, Will Chambers and Brandon Smith on the sideline. It is a monumental task which faces a very different looking Melbourne Storm outfit, although that man in the centre of screen there, Ryan Hoffman, will say farewell to the Melbourne Storm fans for the last time in a regular season game anyway. Cameron Smith, he's still there, and Peter Sterling, whenever a team possesses the greatest number 9 the game's seen, they're always a live chance.
The great quality that Cameron Smith has over pretty much every other player in the game is that he can regulate the speed of the game, the tempo. So when he needs his side to play up tempo and that suits them, then he's able to generate that. But when they need to slow it down, he somehow manages to make that as well. So he's really laying down the law there, and you can see the intent on the players' faces, taking heed of everything he has to say. But a huge task for them tonight with all of those players missing, as you point out, and what an opportunity for this team, who've been poor for the last 7 weeks. They really have. They've played like strangers on occasion. They've got to get it right. Cameron Ciraldo's 4th game in charge. He's had just the 1 win. But they've got to find something to springboard into next weekend.
Haven't won here in Melbourne since 2005, a very long time ago. In fact, only 3 of the Panthers players, James Tarmo, James Maloney, who returned to the outfit, and Trent Merrin, have had victory against the Storm. And Merrin and Maloney, the only 2 of this Penrith side to have won a match in Melbourne. But certainly their task has a changed complexion this afternoon with those withdrawals and the return, of course, of Maloney, who's back for the first time since round 22. He had a number of injuries niggling him. The knee's the one that's kept him sidelined most notably. And Trent Merrin, Paul Vaughton, you said in the pre-game that the Panthers, they've just got to run hard and play hard, and he's certainly one of those men at the coalface.
Yeah, well, I think it's been lacking the last few weeks. Embarrassing loss last week to the Warriors, and they just never turned up. Expect a lot better effort tonight. Ryan Hoffman fittingly gets to lead out the Melbourne Storm in his last home game.
And he's being met there by his children, lovely, isn't it? Zach and Mia Hoffman, and his wife Melissa is down there as well. He's been a wonderful contributor to the Melbourne Storm and a great ambassador for Rugby League, an Origin and Test representative, and a member of the 300-game club.
Coach Craig Dolmy described him as the best club man that he has coached. He's had a couple of stints here. He actually helped them out by going to the English Super League when it came to the salary cap. And a short time at the Warriors as well, but they welcomed him with open arms this last season to finish. And he's done it all. Played for his country, played for his state, and done it all with great distinction.
Now, Josh Adokar there on screen, the prolific try scorer, but that man at the opposite end of his career to Ryan Hoffman, Scott Drinkwater, playing in his first NRL match tonight. He'll play at fullback, which will move Jerome Hughes up into the halves with Riley Jacks, but he's a very highly rated young player. Originally from the New South Wales Central Coast, played for the Queensland residents team this year. He's been going around in the Intrust Super Cup in Queensland.
I've been watching
one of their better players all year. Yeah,
he goes really well playing for East, and he's got a lot of attacking flair in his game.
Well, much of the focus has been on James Maloney this week, and Penrith's number 6, he's back to partner Nathan Cleary. Is that the tonic this Penrith outfit needs? We're a week out from the finals. The Storm looking for the minor premiership, and the Panthers hoping for an upset win here to win themselves a home final. We're almost there. And there's Bromwich with the first run. Fisher Harris is up there. And now Kikau racing out to put a shot on Dale Finucane. Regan Campbell-Gillard, he's been down on form since coming back from injury. Oh, here's a collision. Stimson was whacked as he caught the ball.
Yeah, Tyrone Peachy, but it was around the collar. Looked spectacular, but called play on.
And Christian Welsh starting in the front row tonight. Driving doggedly. There's the replay. It's just a good old-fashioned shot to start the game. And Hughes with his first kick. Oh no, there's a drop and it's a recovery. Dylan Watene-Zelezniak. That's a miraculous save. As Mansour is knocked over heavily. How's this?
Actually hits his arm, hits the bicep. He didn't get it on the chest at all. Initial contact.
There's a
great recovery.
Wonky old kick. It dipped late. Made it hard for him. That's better running. Good running by Penrith.
Well, an anxious moment with Penrith's first possession. With Dylan Watene-Zelezniak there, their ball control and their discipline across the park has been the main issue for them, hasn't it, over the last couple of months, as Maloney sends one up in the air, his first kick of the evening. And it's down for young Drinkwater. Wonga Blake paying stern attention to him. Now with Curtis Scott with 5 tries in his last 5 games. Can't get out to his own 10-metre line here. Pass went from Hughes to Addo-Carr. Let's go to Darren's sideline. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Matt. As we see, just on the conditions, I mean, there's no wind. It's perfect to play footy, albeit there is a bit of moisture on the ground from the rain earlier. So you saw Darren who slipped over there just before when he regathered that football, but I think it's going to be tough underfoot tonight.
Yes, well, here's a chance as Blair goes to Addo-Carr. Cleary across. Can't cut down his New South Wales Origin teammate. Saw Smith desperately trying to get that pass away to the left-hand side. He sensed there was an overlap there as he goes to the air, and Dallin, he's not gun-shy, is he? Puts a good leap on that one.
He made sure of that one. He didn't need to leap. There were no chasers within Cooey. But a good confidence builder for him as Crichton brings the ball close to halfway.
Sione Katoa back in the top grade now for kick out. Good tackle there by Scott around the legs. Now Maloney goes in and gives it away to Wonga Blake. Last tackle now. Consecutive defensive efforts there by Curtis Scott. Clearly under pressure. He ran into Katoa there. That was Cameron Smith. The crowd are booing. It's a very shallow kick. Campbell Gillard's got it back. Well, he's too good, Cameron Smith.
Well, Cleary ran behind one of his players to kick the ball and was protected, so that was a gimme. Penalty there. Can't do that.
There was Sione Katoa. Referee played advantage. There was none. There's Cameron Smith included by the 18, and the touch finder is a good one. 35 out.
Well, Penrith's defence was up there with the very best in the competition for the first 2/3 of the season. Since Origin, they've got the worst defensive record in the comp, and it's about to be under the microscope. Nugent will be the man playing it. As Fisher Harris made the tackle. Smith gives it away. Riley Jacks now, his 25th appearance in the NRL. Just the 16th game for his halves partner, Jerome Hughes. As Welsh steps into the defence, Isaiah Yeo meeting him in defence with Fisher Harris there. They're close, Melbourne. They go to Hughes. It was a lovely catch and pass in one movement. Kafusi's wrapped up. And a penalty. Maloney, the man holding down, and give me 2 points here for Melbourne if they want to take them.
Yeah, Cameron's walking back about 10 metres to make the angle easier for him. A hell of a shot at goal.
Cameron Smith with the first scoring chance of the night.
And no surprise to take those early points. A new look side, settle things down, first on the board. Great atmosphere. It's almost like an English crowd. We've got the singing going on and the chants. Good stuff.
So the champion skipper puts his team on the board first. A 2-0 advantage after 6 minutes. The earlier result, and there was much hanging on the outcome of this. The Warriors defeating the Raiders 20 points to 16, and as it stands at the moment, the Warriors are in 5th position on the ladder, which will mean it's firming as a likelihood that the Warriors will host a final next week. There's a few different twists and turns to come yet. That's how we're placed at the moment. They're up to 32 points, equal with the Sharks. So if they weren't to host a final, the Warriors, they'd need 2 of either Penrith the Dragons or Brisbane to win and then overcome 4 against. That'd be a hard proposition to beat in week 1 of the finals, Paul, over there in Auckland.
Yeah, they've been playing really well. They're a much different side this year, playing with a lot of intestinal fortitude. Their forwards are playing strongly, and the backs out wide. They're just scoring try after try. They've got the leading try scorer in the team, haven't they? The winger.
Yeah, Fusatua.
Fusatua.
And Mamalo on the other side goes okay as well. Tuivasa, Sheck and Sean Johnson. You can see the highlights of that game as well on our website. Now balls come free. Melbourne win a penalty. Penrith are offside again.
It's good to be a little bit careful here, Penrith, that their enthusiasm doesn't override their technique. They want to be giving away penalties to this Melbourne side and get their momentum going.
We tell Pete they're up for it, aren't they, Penrith?
Oh, well, they need to be, Paul, don't they? You know, they've come here, they've been maligned. Everyone's saying how poorly they're playing, but they're playing finals football, so there's no pressure in that regard, but it's just about performance, isn't it? They've got to play well.
Oh, Welsh has cocked up on the first. Here's Campbell Gillard trying to scoop it up and dash away. Katoa away from Maloney. Some early ball for Blake. He tries to step inside. Good defence, Hughes. Closing in there on the inside. With the Panthers, they're up to the 30. Here's Josh Mansour. He scored a try in each of his last 2 visits to Amy Park, albeit in losing teams. Oh, he hasn't played the ball properly.
You surrendered properly.
He surrendered and he didn't pick it up. And he was told after his previous play the ball.
They've played on us fucking all game.
Let's go to Brad for a comment.
Well, this has been the problem with the Panthers all year. Their inability to just get through sets, defend sets, just staying in the game. Their discipline's been so poor and really makes it hard for them to stay in the game.
Yeah, that's just a lack of discipline. He's just got to take a half a step back and make sure he stands up straight first before he tries to play it. That's all.
Nice confusion from the restart. Great stuff there from James Maloney. He went to the referee and complained about something that's been going on all game. 8 minutes.
9 now. Here goes Welsh. And the pick up by Smith. Pass away to Bromwich. Lovely one-hander at the back. Jerome Hughes. She's made a good fist of this half-back role. Normally a fullback, but moved into a different position under Craig Bellamy's watch. Yo there with the tackle on Riley Jacks, the other playmaker for Melbourne tonight. Now the durable Finucane charging up into the line. He's 16 out. Smith gives it away. Jacks with a stab kick up. Peachy's trying to provide a shield for Crichton, who did well to get aerial. He takes a catch a couple out from his own line. Martini Zalesniak, tackled by a fellow New Zealand international in Jesse Bromwich. And now after 3 plays, Mansour, I'm sure he played that one correctly.
He came back into it, Jerome.
Wait, James.
Stay there. Yeah, it's okay, Goff.
Well, that was good stuff from Penrith. Good carries. Martini Zalesniak, Mansour, and then Liama Kikau, he went into the defence with plenty of aggression and speed. And Fisher Harris now takes it forward again. And I'm with you, Fat. Penrith are coming with the right attitude anyway.
Here's Katoa for Campbell Gillard. And now for Merrin. Right now to Nathan Cleary. The ball to Isaiah Yeo. Bromwich and Jacks, the defenders. Cleary away now, linking up with Maloney. And Kickow's got it. That's play number 4. Oh no, another mistake.
There's Martini Zalesniak running before he had control of the football, and another simple error. They've been moving, there it is, just look, didn't have the ball before he started the run. They've been moving the ball quite well. I'd like to see them change some angles, so some holes back on the inside.
Jacks to Chase Blair.
It's hectic, isn't it? It feels like the game hasn't settled down at all in the opening 11 minutes. Here we go, another call
no balance control, same
against the side in possession. You might see 1 or 2 of those every couple of weeks, but we've seen 2 or 3 already in this game.
It's another play the ball.
Yeah, mate, that's fine.
They said he didn't get to his feet either.
The Panthers with a chance now. Can they get through a set unscathed? Here's Cleary. Now away to Merrin. Just the 9th game for Cleary and Maloney in combination at club level this year. Played 3 Origins, but as Panthers, it's their 9th appearance together. 5 wins today. Yeo playing it on the 10. Maloney's the first receiver. Cleary calls for it. Showed it to Merrin. Goes at them himself. Tackled by Hughes and Kafusi. They're inside the 10 now, the Panthers. Katoa away. Here's Blake. Always hard to stop. He is stopped a metre out from the line. Justin Olam in 2. Another one of these players filling in. And now Mansour backs his way over the line and slams it down.
Yeah, caught them by surprise, Josh Mansour. Went to dummy half. Melbourne defence thought he was going to go right where all his teammates were, but he took on the responsibility, hit and spin, and got the football down in the corner.
Just watch Olam. Well, it's Curtis Scott, actually. He just gave him too much room. He went in too close to that ruck and gave him too much room to do that hit and spin, and that's why he scored. Great effort.
Yeah.
Down to Brad.
Yeah, the play before, I thought, set it right up. It was the young hooker, Sione Katoa. Looks pretty predictable when you're going out to Jimmy Maloney and Nathan Cleary, and they'll sort of get in each other's road. But when you see Sione Katoa, watch him go to dummy half. Just sparks and bang, out of dummy half. Good play of the ball. And then once again, everyone's looking for the ball to go to the right-hand side, and it was Josh Mansour, unpredictable. Out-muscles Curtis Scott, out-muscles Dale Finucane, and out-muscles Felice Kafusi to get the first points.
I think that's what they want from Sione Katoa. He started to overplay his hand a little bit, some no-look passes and going one way and throwing it the other, and it sort of disrupted the tempo of the team. But when he just throws the pass, he's got a great ball from off the ground. And on that occasion, he just went straight to his first receiver. It just gives a little bit of more time and space to his players as Cleary moves in.
It's going to hit the post and bounce back. It's the Panthers 4-2.
Unsuccessful conversion. 2 points in, 25.5 minutes remaining. First half. Overstall 2, Panthers 4. Yeah, let's get the chant going.
The 10th time this season the Panthers have scored the first try in a match. The other 9 before tonight, when they've scored first, they won each of the games. Is that an omen for a team which has made a habit this year of conceding starts and trying to mow them down? Well, that'll quell a few nerves at least at a ground where they've had very little success. Campbell Gillard running straight into them. While they might be lacking the experience of those injured stars, Melbourne, they certainly aren't lacking any enthusiasm. Cameron Smith right in the middle of things. Here's Fisher Harris now. Here's Katoa. Away for Cleary. Peachy. He's overcome minor knee injury suffered last week against the Warriors to take his place in the centres tonight. Now Maloney sends the torpedo down towards Drinkwater, who covers the turf and just stays in. There's a good chase. Oh, welcome to the NRL, son. Here they go. Campbell, Gillard and kick out. We're different to Langlands Park, Paul, on a Saturday afternoon.
A little bit, but he must be excited. Playing, fulfilling a dream, playing first game of NRL. Good on him.
It's been a big week for the Drinkwater family. His brother Josh, part of the Catalan side that won the Challenge Cup in England. Exciting times for the family as Cameron Smith shaped a kick, but he goes to the left instead. Stimpson now. We've got here.
Well after the pass, James Fisher
Riley
Harris.
Jacks was hit
Coffee,
after he'd passed.
Mark's back here, Cameron.
Penrith give away another penalty, and that was late in the count as well. There he is there, the 21. And it's Fisher Harris who comes and gets him late after passing the football.
Just on the front there, Cameron.
Only picks up 10 metres or so with that kick there, Cameron Smith. Now Finucane evaded a surging Regan Campbell Gillard there. Katoa made the tackle with Fisher Harris. Now one of the best in the comp at making teams pay after errors, Melbourne. And now it's Jesse Bromwich, who plays his 100th match at Amy Park tonight, the second man to do so. The other one, of course, no surprise, the man waiting there in the number 9, Cameron Smith. Welsh to his feet. Sends it back to the skipper. Now Finucane. The 2-13th. Oh, good offload. Smith there out the back waiting for it. Away to Jerome Hughes. He'll roll it in behind them. Olam's got a run at this. And Moyensaw did well just to shepherd him away.
I don't know.
Oh, we're not going to say. We're not going to get penalty try here, are we?
It's good work
Tackle,
for Mansour.
Tackle 4. We have no try.
Just going to see who tipped it over.
We're looking for any possible interference on Justin Olam. Want to make sure we don't have a penalty try or a professional foul.
No, I think he's got the running here, Mansour, because he's got position. He reads the kick, he sees he's already turned.
Storm kick chase are onside.
Knows the kick's coming, and he gets the body position, and he's got every right
That's perfect.
to shield the football in that manner.
That's good wing play, that is.
Yeah, they'll be having a look at the fact that he's grabbed Olam with his hand, with his arm or hand on the arm and shoulder, but
They were just about
I think it's
over
fine.
the dead ball line by then.
That's the concern.
Josh Mansour originally uses
There.
the shoulder, but then grabs the arm of Justin Olam. We have a decision.
Well, he's going to be penalised here, but please, it's not a bin.
Yeah, the ball's... Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's ominous. It's got to be, says Jared Sutton. Does that mean it's got to be a professional foul?
Well, the players are back there. They're ready to go, but we're going to go back in goal here.
James.
Oh, wow.
He's going to go to the bin. Wow.
He's allowed to jostle for the ball. He's allowed to chew. He doesn't grab him. He puts his arm out, but he's allowed to do that.
He's allowed to go shoulder.
He's allowed to put his arm out.
He's allowed to go shoulder to shoulder. He can't grab him.
Oh, fuck!
Go.
To grab him, does him.
Go.
To grab him, does his
That's
hand
harsh.
not have to grab him?
That's way
His
too
hand's
harsh.
right
Yeah,
there.
that's really
Why
tight.
does he grab him?
That was a dead
He runs
play in the
here.
end. By the time he
Does
grabbed him, they were
explain.
nearly in
How
the,
does he grab
over
him?
the dead
He's
ball
like
line.
this, and he's behind him.
And the
How
ball
does he
was
grab
nearly
him?
He's allowed to go shoulder to shoulder.
It's his shoulder.
He can't grab at him with the arm.
He did it.
That's it there.
What do you think about that, Brad?
Well, regardless of what you think about it, it's just another example where the Panthers have shown poor control. Just a couple of minutes ago, James Fisher-Harris took out Riley Jacks in a tackle that didn't need to happen and gave a penalty away. And then, here we go, just showing Josh Mansour, you're allowed to barge for the ball, but you can't grab them. You know, just a little lack of control, once again shown by the Panthers, and going to put pressure on their footy team.
What's he doing, Goffy?
Well, he scored the first try only 3 and a bit minutes ago, Josh Mansour, and now he's off for a rest.
Well, Olam wasn't scoring. He wasn't scoring. Where he was in relation to the ball, he was not going to get to that in the field of play.
Hold to the foot. Hold.
So Kafusi takes it within 11 of the line. The Melbourne exploit a 12-man defensive line here. This is Welsh with an inside ball. He's been busy, hasn't he? Dale Finucane slipping over there as he was met in the tackle. Ball out now to Hughes. He delays the pass. Maloney rushed up. Olam's got it. Blake scurried and helped make the tackle. Maloney in there as well. They've survived 3 plays on this set, the Panthers. Hughes gives it away. Jesse Bromwich working out. 2 passes wide. And 16 short. They could go to the left or the right. Welsh will go up the middle. They'll be met by Campbell-Gillard on 5. What's Smith got coming? Takes a scamper. Gives the ball away to a charging Joe Stimson, who couldn't hang on to it. And Penrith have got the ball back. Oh, Tyrone Peachey bent over awkwardly. Had a grimace across the face there for a second, but he's all right now. Waiteni Zelezniak. 5 tries in the season for Dallin. And now for Regan Campbell-Gillard. Katoa's going to kick here after only 3 plays. And it is an attempt at a 40-20 here. Olam's on his bike. He reels it in just inside the touch line. But an early kick and a good chase there too to match with Merrin down there.
And a really clever kick, the way that he went to the right-hand side and hooked it back, because that meant that Olam didn't think the ball was coming his way, so he hadn't started going back. That very fact alone allowed the kicker to find an extra 10 or 15 metres, but this hurts them again. Penrith another penalty, inviting Melbourne down into their half. And Cameron Smith, another good touch, find a 40 out. We've got a replacement coming on, Tamo on for Merrin.
7-2 the penalties there to the home team. Getting hammered, Penrith.
Christian Welsh with it. Short ball to Finucane, wrapped up by kick out. There's Tamo. One of only 3 Panthers to have tasted a win against Melbourne. Jacks takes on the line. Tackled by Fisher-Harris within 11. Can Penrith withstand this? A lot of goal line defence and a man down. Lovely hands, Hughes. And then a scoop up with a pass away to Kafusi. Oh, he's lost the ball. Oh, there's a hand in there, says Gerard Sutton.
Not quick. Listen. James, it is too many. The discipline needs to improve.
He's trying to play it before the tackle's done.
No. The discipline improves now, or you play well without another one.
Tap taken, keeping the pressure on Melbourne. In fact, Cameron Smith, he didn't want that little chat between Maloney and the referee. He wanted to play quicker.
Well, Penrith, they've been warned here. They could be down to 11 if they give away another penalty. Bromwich! Fisher-Harris and Bromwich face off. Shoulder to shoulder. He holds him up that time, Fisher-Harris. Now Hughes, not a great ball. Good hands though for Scott, who's moved over to right centre with Chambers suspended, normally on the left-hand side of the park. Flung into the ground. 19 out. Smith with it. Goes to Welsh. Put down on the 10. James Tamo there. Now Finucane. He's been willing so far. Dale out now for Hughes. He loops one away. Justin Olam is over. No, we've got a flag in the air from the touch judge.
He stepped on the line, mate. No, I don't think so. Just got an injury here.
Now, Kickow's got a problem here for the Panthers. I think he's all right. Might just be a winding. He's, the trainer's with him and some concern. It's foot on the touch line. There you go. Let's go to Brad.
Yeah, just echoing what Peter Sterling said earlier in the telecast. The crowd is outstanding. This has got very much an English feel. They're riding every single penalty, every tackle, every possible try. Brilliant place to be tonight, Amy Park.
Kickout still down in the corner. Receiving some attention from the trainer. Good pick up there from the touchy Casey Badger. Foot just catching the white line. But now this shouldn't be affecting play.
Well, it was touched by Blake, but presumably the touch has gone backwards, which would have restarted the tackle count. Except that Olam, in catching that, has touched the sideline. So a stroke of fortune for Penrith. Now, a reminder too about Jersey Day. It's today, in fact. It's an initiative to promote organ donation. It's inspired by young Nathan Gremo, who tragically passed away back in 2015. Nathan's family gave the gift of life to many others to honour the legacy of his generous personality, among other things. There's information available at the website. You should go to that and have a look, jerseyday.com.au. It's a great initiative. Proud to support it here. Here's Campbell Gillard. The Panthers, they're in front by 2, but they're down to, 12-man on the last tackle. Kickow's got it. That might have taken a Melbourne hand, in fact. Yo with it. Referees haven't restarted the tackle count. Melbourne coming from everywhere, and it's a changeover.
Well, that's terrible dummy half work from Katoa.
Wait, Goffey, hold it up.
Taking a step or two out of dummy half and then flinging a pass. Now they are in all sorts of trouble, the Penrith Panthers.
Tim Glasby with his first touch. It's his last regular season game for Melbourne as well. He's off to Newcastle next year, the Queensland front rower. It's Drinkwater involving himself. Popping a pass to Kafusi. 9 metres out. Penrith under enormous pressure here with Mansour in the bin. Bromwich sent through to Jacks. There's an intercept. He threw it straight to him. Christian Crichton got himself up in the way, and the pass couldn't have hit him any better. Now Peachy scurries away.
It's like Crichton had a Melbourne jumper on.
It was all or nothing from Crichton. There were 2 men outside him. If the ball had got past, and what have we got here?
Oh, Penrith knock on.
Oh. Well, they are just giving every opportunity to Melbourne to score. That just about sums it up, the coach. How long before Mansour's back on?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Well, it's ample time for Melbourne to get something going
But
here.
look, I mean, he's saying that went back, and I agree. As the tackle was being made, the ball slipped out and it goes backwards. I can't see why it's a knock on.
Let's go, heads in.
Heads in, boys.
Well, wouldn't Cameron Sorrell be over the moon if Penrith can get out of this little 10-minute stint without conceding any points? Hard to imagine they could have made life too much more difficult for themselves. Here's Bromwich now. Put down within 28 of the Panthers line. Melbourne looking for their first try. Hughes, he's been in the thick of things and he nearly cuts them up the centre here. He's only 12 metres out. Here's Smith. Here's Drinkwater with the show, and then got hit hard by Maloney. He's a stocky thing, isn't he? Young Scott Drinkwater, and the Melbourne crowd appreciate that involvement from the first game up. A looping pass away from Hughes to Jesse Bromwich. Kick out coming in to help Fisher Harris, and also Leota into the game in 15. That's tackle number 4. Here's Hughes, here's Kafusi, straight through try. They had to crack them, and Melbourne had got their first try of the night.
He's a really good player, Felice Kafusi. Played for Queensland this year. A wide running back row. He's strong, powerful. Great set of hair on him. And that was a beautiful show and go. A little dummy. You don't see him throwing dummies very often, but he had the man back on the inside, Drinkwater, kept them interested, and then he had his outside man covered. Well done.
Yeah, it's poor play from James Maloney. He just had to stay with his man on the outside, who was Kafusi, because Drinkwater was covered by Kickout on the Harvey Norman replay. They nearly held out for the 10 minutes, but unable to do so, Darren Lockyer.
Yeah, well, that'd normally be Billy Slater on the inside there. They might have been watching some video through the week, and Maloney just had that premeditated move of going in there thinking that's where the fullback will be, but he didn't need to do that. Kafusi was his man. That's the edge for the Storm to attack. I think with Kick-Out coming out of the line, Maloney and Yo in the centres at the moment, that's where they're potentially, as we just see Mansour coming back on, that's where I think they're weak on that left side, Penrith.
Well, they invited them. They really did, the Penrith Panthers. The poor last tackle play handed the football over to the opposition 40 out from their own line, and then they defended that, and next time they got the football, they dropped Delamatini's Elise. Now it came up with a, whether it went backwards or not, it was a poor carry. And Melbourne, they'll get you. Give them enough chances, you'll pay.
Yeah, they don't often miss, do they? So the skipper, his team in front, and Cameron Smith to open up the margin of 1 try. He's done that, it's 8-4.
It's too behind it here.
Felice Kafusi has made a habit of scoring the first try for Melbourne. He's done that on a number of occasions this year, and he's gone over to his team in the front now, and Bromwich with a very strong opening salvo. As always, he's the second VB hard worker. That man on screen, Dale Finucane, tough as teak, leading the way. Christian Welsh there. It's all Melbourne in the hard work stakes so far. You'd be happy to have him as a Queenslander, wouldn't you, Fatty? Dale Finucane. He looks like a Queenslander through and through the way he plays.
He plays like one, yeah. He's a good one.
Here's again. Head bandaged, arm strapped up. Oh, he might have lost the ball here. Last tackle.
James, you went at the ball. That's what
conceded
causes it to
another
come out.
penalty late in the count. Let's go to Brad on the touchline.
They just want to tell Fatty to keep his hands to himself for their New South Wales players. Yeah, good. You've taken enough of them.
Well, this is death by 1,000 penalty cuts.
Well, that wasn't a penalty. Dale Finucane's dropped that anyway, so they might feel a bit hard done by there, the Panthers.
9-2, just under half an hour, the penalty count.
So Smith restarts. Wayne out of Glasby. I know the Penrith officials are in dialogue with the referees during the week about their treatment last week against the Warriors. And, they haven't really got the rub of the green so far tonight as well, as Leota makes the tackle on Finucane. Here's Smith off down the short side. And Jesse Bromwich continuing with the hard work. Up within 5 metres of the line. Isaiah Yeo making the tackle. Out to the right they come. See, Finucane's got it again. Thought about a late offload, but Finds the deck, 5 out. Smith spears it. Oh, good tackle by the Peach. Out he comes and hits Jacks hard.
High tackle now. So 90 seconds after he got tackled, they decided it was a high tackle.
Well, they can kick for goal and make it 6 points, and that's what they've decided to do. We'll take a break.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, how do they...
20 seconds.
So you rejoin us as Cameron Smith lines up a straightforward shot at penalty goal to give his team a 6-point lead. Now, tell me what you think about this, Paul.
Well, it's a front-on ball and all tackle. Now, I don't know that his shoulder hit his head. When he wrapped his arm around, it was certainly contact, but it was minimal.
Yeah, I think that's what he's got him for, the shoulder making contact with the head. But yeah, it was just a really nice ball and all tackle.
Oh, it's bounced back off the posts. And Finucane's there to catch it.
Might be a trick move.
Haven't seen one of those in decades. Now we get another one.
Go.
Oh, and there's another one in the
James
bin.
Tarmo, go.
It's James Tarmo this time.
Time off.
Wow.
Well, I haven't seen James give away too many penalties. With this repeated infringements, it can get you whatever involvement you've had.
Darren.
Well, here's a stat for you, might explain what's going on. Storm are the team that have received the most penalties, and Penrith are the team that have given away the most penalties this year. So it's not looking good for Penrith. They keep going down this path because the Storm will just keep chipping away at you and break you down.
Well, I don't know how long this really goes for. I don't deem the Peachy tackle as one of those repeated penalty infringements. So take that out. When was the one before that, and what was that for? Is there a statute of limitations on how long before the warning wears off? Freddie.
If the Panthers can just hold out this period, you could feel with that last penalty, just amongst the Panthers, there was a real us versus them. They've come down here, there's 11 penalties given against them. If they can just hold out for this 10 minutes, it might be just enough to steal them at the back end of the game. They might just grow some camaraderie in amongst all these penalties and these 15,000 people screaming against them. These are the games you love to play in.
Yeah, I'd like to see the possession rate. They've actually had no ball. They've had no ball in the opposing 20-metre zone for the last 20 minutes at least. So they've done well to hang on. 10-4, it's pretty good.
66 against 34. That's the answer, Paul. Now,
there you go.
That kick was close to the sideline.
Yeah, take nothing away from the Melbourne Storm. They're doing everything right. Controlling the football. Kicking game has been good. Getting forced back with the football here. And they might be missing plenty of their stars or plenty of their top 17. They're all playing their role.
There's one of them, Suliasi Vunivalu. Next to him, Shandor Earl, who was 18th man for Melbourne tonight. Now Smith, he knows Leota's offside, so he schemes for some extra yardage, and Moses just held off long enough to make a legal tackle. Away now for Riley Jacks, left foot kick, sent up into the air. Returning to Lesniak's already dropped one.
Oh, it's a falcon.
And Penrith have got the ball back and gone over the sideline.
I think this has hit Crichton.
All up.
Around the head area. Neither the fullback or the winger contested it.
Yeah.
It just comes down and hits Crichton, who's looking at Chase Blair. No, got him on the shoulder. Well, there's a fairly good example why you've got to keep your eye on the football at all times. If it hits you on your shoulder, you are probably in the best position to catch it.
And you've got no idea where it is.
10 seconds, heads in. Let's go hit Penrith tight, right in the back of the camera.
Well, Penrith again under fierce examination. And the ball only just beat the scrum clock there. Kenny Bromwich now, 9 metres out. Smith with the ball away to Glasby. Glasby strong, determined, can't get there. There's plenty of Panthers around the ball though. And Smith will go away to Kafusi. He already crossed the stripe once. A couple of metres short of it this time. They're down James Tarmo at the moment. Gee, the fuel tank, how much is left for Penrith? 5 minutes out from the break. Glasby's been stung by that Jack Hetherington tackle.
Tackle 4.
Getting players in the bin and not having any possession throws out your interchange as well. Seraldo's had to already call on Leota, Tarmo and Hetherington into this game. And that can hurt later on. As Glasby, he ducks into trouble there.
Now he's been stung by this Tim Glasby and will come to the sideline for HIA.
So Melbourne set to the left more than the right, despite the fact it's midfield. Cameron Smith now organising his troops. Kamakamika is coming on for Glasby. 2 players left for Penrith to defend.
And some applause there for Tim Glasby, who played junior football with the Panthers. He's a Rockhampton boy. He's under 20 with Penrith.
He looks in trouble, doesn't he?
Yeah. All right, 4th tackle. Tui Kamakamika playing it. Ball floated away now for Curtis Scott. He's in great try-scoring form, as we said earlier. 8 short of the line. Last tackle. If they can't get a try, they'll want to force a repeat set. Penrith have been under huge pressure. Here's a well-weighted kick. They're up. It's a good catch in the air. And it's Crichton, who rushes back to the 20 and taps it and takes off. Christian Crichton does well.
Yeah, Tui flop in.
Penalty for a flop.
Behind it.
All the way here, Chase.
So it's pretty tough when you defend it for like 15, 20 minutes. Then you've got to get your head around the mental aspect of getting the ball back and trying to crash through, and you've got to find some energy from somewhere.
Yo with the first carry here. Under 4 minutes until half-time. VB Friday Night Football from Amy Park. Final regular round of the season. Melbourne trying to solidify the premiership.
It's 10. It's 10. It's not quick.
James.
Now they're taking 2 to get inside that 6-point margin.
You know what? With 12 men, I don't think that's such a bad idea, actually. Just wind down the clock a little bit more, minute and a half. There is James Tomer, another minute and a half on the bike for him.
How would you have been on the bike, Fat, during the course of the game?
No, please.
Downhill?
Wasn't my
coast?
I'm flat out running, let alone biking. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, but you know, on the other hand, it's the first time they've been down there for a long, long time. So they've probably thought about attacking, but no, good choice.
Well, the clock continues to tick away, and I reckon that's paramount in their thinking here as Nathan Cleary gets the kicking tee and puts it on the ground. 25 out from Melbourne's line and right in front. Well, if Penrith went in 4 points down at half-time, Pete, they'd be reasonably pleased given what's happened.
Well, they played 20 minutes of the half, a man short. Had to do a lot of defence on their own line, so I think you're right.
Cleary sends it straight through. We're back to 10-6 now. Macca's Saturday night football. If Melbourne falter here, they leave the door ajar, possibly for the Roosters to come through and claim the minor premiership. I'll take on Parramatta. We're at ANZ Stadium from 7 o'clock tomorrow night, and then Sunday football. This will be a great occasion. It's a sellout crowd at Suncorp. It's Sam Thaida's last game for Brisbane at home, provided they don't get a home final, which is still a possibility.
Stay behind it here, Josh.
I'll take on Manly from 3 o'clock. We're on amp. Make sure you join us. A rare Sunday afternoon out up in Brizzy.
It's the 30-year anniversary of their very first game against Manly back in 1988.
Who won?
Well, we ran second.
By a margin. Matt.
Actually, here's Mansour. Now for Leota. Inside pass. And away goes Peachy on the 30-metre line. Katoa for Maloney. Sends one away now for this tearaway, Jack Hetherington. And they get him good too. Karma Kamitha and Hughes slam him into the ground. Now Smith was off the line quickly, but Maloney with a tumbling torpedo. Down for Drinkwater to take the catch. 40 seconds out from the break. He left Peachy behind, but then Cleary got him with Isaiah Yeo and dragged him back. Plenty at stake here tonight. Huge second half ahead on Channel 9's Wide World of Sports. Zado Carr is put down just short of halfway. 40 tries in 48 games for the Melbourne Storm, Josh. And Blair now away to Kenny Bromwich. We'll want to play this quickly and give his team one last play before the break. Oh, Smith wants a field goal. And it's hit the post, bounced back. Penrith covered through Watene Zalesniak. Oh, that was an anxious moment to finish the half. It looked good off the boot, actually, but struck the post a fair way up. He hit it well.
Well, it's the second time. He's hit the post with a penalty attempt. And
Cameron Smith leads his team back out for the second half here at Amy Park. Melbourne with a 4-point lead over the Panthers. 10 points to 6. They are without a large number of players, all of them quality as well, this Melbourne outfit, but a makeshift lineup, if you like, for Melbourne. Have done a good job here. Penrith, admittedly, to put themselves under a lot of pressure in the first 40. 2 sin binnings. James Tarmo currently off after Josh Mansour spent 10 minutes in the bin.
well, they are generally great front runners, the Melbourne Storm, and have been for any number of seasons now. So you would think the next points scored in this game are important in regards to a try being scored. Storm get away, tough to run down. Panthers hit back.
All right, Pete, what's your gut?
I don't know, Paul, and that's why I'm really looking forward to this next 40.
Yeah, my gut tells me that Penrith gets some ball in good proximity to the try line. I think they can just about win.
Yeah, certainly those stats we saw at half-time didn't indicate a 4-point margin between the two as Cameron Smith gets us underway for the second 40.
The Panthers have only had 32% of possession so far. Oh, there you go. They've dropped the first carry of the second half. Jack Hetherington responsible. Well, this is familiar. The Panthers have put one down and put themselves under pressure. Here's Jacks trying to slice through. Yo makes the tackle. Katoa coming in to help.
Yeah, they're short the far side, Penrith.
They try a power play here through Kenny Bromwich, who's knocked over 2 metres short. This would be massive for Melbourne if they could score here. Jack's away now for Blair, who falls over. And he was met by Peachy. And Nathan Cleary too. Scooped away for Smith, who goes to Hughes, who goes to Drinkwater, who explodes off the mark. It's his first game, and there's his first try. Not yet, not yet.
Give me a chance, that's what we're looking at.
We're going to check. Couldn't take it off him seriously.
Okay, so no try.
No try.
Okay, Chids, tackle 4, we have no try. Confirming that he catches the ball inside, runs around his own man and takes an advantage.
He's quick. He's very, very sharp, this young man. Let's have a look. Catches it on the inside shoulder of the Melbourne player who goes and
Jerome
puts
Hughes catches the ball
hands up.
inside the second lead runner. Runs behind before passing. We have a decision.
Well, I've got to say, I don't think it played any role in it. I thought if there was depth involved and that took away the obstruction, it didn't disrupt the defence.
Seriously, that's the biggest G up.
15 to 20 out.
No one got interfered with.
Okay, you got that, Goffey? 18, up here.
Everyone could see everyone else.
Okay, oh, it's over further, Goffey.
I see the depth there that Hughes catches the football. Kick out just comes across.
Yeah.
Goffey, the mark's over here.
The play wouldn't have changed if there was no one in front of him.
In the end, it's just a miss from Maloney. What did you think, Brad?
Yeah, well, that's what happens when instead of just saying being obstructed, if you start saying catching the ball inside, outside, deep, shallow, you start putting sort of boundaries around it, you're always going to get caught out. So it's a bit ridiculous, really. Tim Glasby, fellas, he won't be back in past his HIA. And I've got to say, Scott Drinkwater, he's having a bit of luck against James Maloney. It was him that set up the first try, really went for Lee's dummy to him. And then he took him on there and beat him on the outside.
There is the man in question, Maloney for Leota. Good tackle by Smith around the bootlaces. Played it quickly, Katoa. Maloney now, giving it out to Cleary. He went to Peachy. And James Tarmo's come back out there. So we're back to parity. 13 on 13. Cleary. Up we go. Might have been an inconvenience on Wonga Blake putting a run through, but the referee was right over the top of it and was satisfied it was okay. Here's Justin Olam. Probably getting an international. Stopped on his own 10. Drinkwater the dummy half. Car the runner. No tackle gone here for Melbourne. Kama Kamitha. Play number 4 now. Kenny Bromwich. Numbers here. Here's a chance. Curtis Scott working over on the right-hand edge. Stopped by Josh Mansour. Oh, gee, how's that for a pick-up?
That was gutsy. That ball could have done anything.
Would have been a touch too gutsy.
1,000 miles an hour and perfect.
Well, thankfully, the rain that fell here just prior to kick-off seems to have gone away. It's quite a nice night at the moment. The ground was wet in the first half, seems to have dried off well. It's a good surface here at Amy Park as Teddy Zalesny out goes to Yo, sticks his head through, can't get a pass away. Fidukin with the tackle. Katoa now for Cleary, another high one towards Wonga Blake's side of the ground. And O'Carr, did he catch that?
He's caught it. No, it's Olam.
Oh, it's Olam, sorry.
And he's got it in his fingertips, inches off the ground.
How did he hold onto that?
What handling to start. It's been a lively start to the second half.
Played by Kenny Bromwich. Left foot kick for Riley Jacks. He's got a good purchase on this. A real high one. And a good catch by Watini Zalesniak, but he's able to offload here. Christian Crichton could get back beyond his own 20 before he's put down by Kafusi and Finucane. Mansour. Now Maloney for kick out. His influence has been thwarted somewhat tonight. Haven't seen any of those trademark barnstorming runs yet. Tamo. Here's Katoa scheming. Maloney gives it away. Kick out. Now for Blake. Blake away down the sideline. Blake gives the pass off. The Panthers are in. We're back to 10-all.
And they've given it. Watch these passes. These are some of the best no-look passes you've ever seen. Brilliant attacking rugby league from the Penny Panthers. They go left, started by the hooker, dummy half. And look at this, there's a no-look. Brilliant stuff. Oh,
that was great.
That's great to watch.
Wonderful hands there, and it started out of the dummy half on the Harvey Norman replay. Katoa brought the first defender in, and that gave them the overlap, and then it was just a matter of getting the ball to the outside. I think Blake scores. Poor old fullback, Drinkwater. You've got two big men coming at him. And that's a great start for the second half. A kick to possibly lead the game from the sideline, Darren Lockyer.
Well, I felt they had no continuity in the first half, obviously because they couldn't hold on the football. But Katoa, look there, see, virtually the markers were taken by the quick play of the ball. And because he got out and committed Smith, he creates the overlap. I think there should be more of it for Penrith. They need to be more aggressive out of dummy half, and that's what they can do.
Happy after half-time, Cameron Ciraldo. Hasn't taken him long to feel the ups and downs of coaching. Josh Mansell's second try already tonight, and Cleary for the lead now. He can't bring it around, so it's 10-all. Well, Josh Mansell's had some kind of a night. 2 tries, a stint in the sin bin. And we've got 34 and a bit minutes left in the game yet. Here comes Tamo. 10 points all. Penrith have not won in Melbourne since 2005. They can finish in the top 4 with a win tonight. Early ball for Blake again.
Lovely pass from Maloney, cut out pass. Put his centre in some space. Kick out, backs it up now.
This is good meterage here for the Panthers. Maloney goes to Cleary, not a great ball. They had to go back and get it. Penrith number 7, Yo sticks it on the boot, and Addo-Carr with all of his pace and his guile as well. Lovely ball away for Drinkwater, who outpaces Hetherington and sees off Katoa. Geez, he has got some speed, hasn't he?
Yeah, he goes good. Scores a lot of tries up in Brizzy in the Intra-Super Cup for the Tigers. That was a weird kick there. It was only the 4th tackle. Really a nothing kick from Yo.
Scott hit hard. Smith gives it away to Kamikamitha. They won 17 of their last 18 games against the Panthers, this Melbourne Storm outfit. It's one of their better records in the competition. But this has been a far more committed Penrith side tonight, albeit discipline still on the wane as Jacks goes with a high kick towards Addo-Carr's side of the field. Crichton takes the high ball. Bulldogs ground next year, Christian Crichton, and news during the week as well that another Panther, Corey Harawira-Naira, will head to Canterbury on a 4-year deal next season. Tyrone Peachey. Crichton doing some work off the wing again.
Katoa leaving the field, interchange for Penrith. Tyrone May will come in, jersey 14. Short ball from Maloney to kick out. Last tackle now. Quick play, the ball will help them.
Cleary, here's one of these floaters. He didn't catch it as well as he might have liked. Blake and Olam went up together, and then Drinkwater came in to make a bird of it. Well, the crowd involving itself, they know the third straight minor premiership is in the offing for this Storm outfit tonight, but they've got a fight on their hands. Here's Curtis Scott. Smith away from Kenny Bromwich.
Brother Jesse coming back for his second stint for Nukin off. Cameron Smith explores out of dummy half. Finds Riley Jacks.
Drinkwater shaped a kick, used his pace, went to Blair, who then threw it out the back. And on tackle number 5, Melbourne will change it over. They still haven't cleaned that window from the other week where we could barely see Craig Bellamy. And he's taken off to the back of the box.
That's a customary little walk up the back, settle the nerves.
Now kick out. Well, they're looking to that left-hand edge, aren't they, the Panthers? With Blake and kick out. Very dangerous customers. Put down on the halfway. Tamo. Kamitha in 16, Smith in 9, Jesse Bromwich in 8 for the Storm. Isaiah Yeo, good footwork up for Leota now, who backs up. 19 out, 4th tackle. They got the game backwards here, the Panthers. Here's Cleary, dummy to Hetherington, takes on the line himself. And they drag him back to the 10. He wants to play it as fast as possible. May gives it away. Now Maloney sends it up. It's a good kick. It's lost forward. If they dive on it, they score. They do. It's Wonga Blake. And Penrith look like they've hit the front here, but the buck is called upon.
We are back to tackle 1. I have back off Melbourne into a try. Just confirming that it is a Melbourne touch.
That's a Melbourne touch, Paul.
It was contested, but
Panthers' left side kick chase have been cleared as onside. Justin Olam knocks the ball backwards into the in-goal area.
The only doubt that I thought they might be looking at was interference on Olam.
well, I think that's been cleared.
Yeah, they've let that go, and this will be Wonga Blake
chasing the gold, and there it is.
Wonga Blake grounds the ball on the in-goal. We have a decision.
Well, they have got a roll on. They had the worst possible start to this second half, dropping the ball, defended that, and since then, they have been rolling. Kick out down that left side.
Yeah, the big fellas are doing their job. Isaiah Yeo made a slashing run there and a nice offload. It's a low kick. He was looking for his winger, James Maloney. They got the right result. And I noticed the last set of 6 they had Melbourne, they made 35 metres. Most clubs these days make between 60 and 70 in their sets.
Yeah, that was a really difficult ball to take. It wasn't high, it wasn't low. Josh Addo-Carr came in too far. Here's one of the rare Penrith supporters here. Brad?
Yeah, it was one of those ugly kicks, wasn't it? He was aiming for Wonga Blake or Josh Mansour outside in line to come in and just AFL style climb above the pack and get on the inside shoulder of one of the Storm players. But it had no consistency to the spin, or poor Alam out there on the wing. He had no idea where it was going. And Nathan Cleary gets an opportunity to take this out to convert a try and push the last one to the right. And he's done the same again.
14-10, sorry.
From there, 27 minutes remaining, 4 points in it. Storm fans, you have to find your voice. Let's get it. Go Storm. We're going to 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's show them.
It's time you run here, Josh.
Penrith have scored 2 after the break. It's been a gutsy effort so far to hit the front at 14 points to 10. They were, of course, down at half-time by a try. One way to go, but the live ladder at the moment has the Panthers 5th on 32 points, providing they cling on. And Melbourne still there on 34. So Penrith maybe on course here for a big boil over, albeit against an under-strength Melbourne outfit.
Well, the Panthers are firing, and Melbourne Storm, they'll have to get out the whips and the chairs to hold them off.
Lions.
Oh, this kick has stopped in the end goal, and there's Peachy down there, charging down to put a good tackle on. What are they going to do?
The whips and the chairs, you know, like in the old circus with the Lions. Same thing with the Panthers, you get it.
Well, they both feel right, I guess. This will be a huge test for the Melbourne Storm now, without the likes of Slater and Munster out there. As the kick goes in.
That's a good one by Hughes, isn't it? And he splits Crichton and pretending he's a Lesniak. And Former goes back to get it from the end goal. And he runs back between Esty and Glasby, unable to return tonight.
I know he hasn't had many easy ones tonight in regards to the goal kicking, Nathan Cleary, but we do have a fair backup in James Maloney. I think at the moment he's 1 from 4, Nathan.
Well, he never used to miss any of those, Nathan.
Here's kick out, here's Blake. Here they are again down the left. Oh, good tackle. Olin came in and hit Wonga Blake with a beauty, and it's hurt him as well. Mansour trying to get to his feet. Kick out for Maloney. With a high one, he wants it to stay in the regulation field. It won't. Drinkwater goes back, catches on the full. He'll come back to the 20 to resume.
That was a good one. He's running back to the 20-metre line, Drinkwater, and he's urging these players he's probably only met 2 days ago to get back on side quick so I can have a run.
Now the crowd with an ovation for Ryan Hoffman, who's come out there. Last regular season game in the NRL. It's incredible to think he's back. As Hughes gives it away, Kafusi whacks, penalty.
Go, Chen! Go,
High
Chen!
tackle.
Curtis is in
Craig's
front.
gone again.
Curtis got in front. High tackle. Yeah.
A high shot here. James Maloney hitting Felice Kafusi. A return serve coming up here for the Melbourne Storm. Set of 6 inside the opposition 20.
Yes, Ryan Hoffman there. Well, he thought his season was as good as done. And that hamstring went on him a few weeks back here against the Sharks. Good to see him out there. Here's Jax. Here's Jesse Bromwich off a short ball. 10 metres out from the line. Cleary makes the tackle. Smith goes to dummy half. Hoffman now. Good defence there by Hetherington. Cameron Smith away through Hughes, Kafusi. And Drinkwater's made his first mistake of the night.
Yeah, just looking to go too quick with his hands there. Wanted to catch and pass into one motion, didn't get control of the football. This was the setup from the try in the first half. He was just unable to retain possession there and deliver the ball.
Now the NRL are asking footy fans to continue their support for our drought-stricken farmers by bidding for the ultimate fan experience throughout the finals series. You and 11 mates can bid to win your way to watch an NRL finals game in the exclusive Seat for the Farmers. All proceeds go to rural aid. It's a wonderful cause. Head to officialmemorabilia.com.au/NRL auctions. You can see the website there on screen. Enter your bid there and check out all the details as well.
Double change made by Cameron Ciraldo now. He's looking to ram home the advantage. Campbell Gillard and Fisher Harris back into the action. Tyrone May saw one marker, but didn't get far.
One bounce, Drinkwater there, taking it on the 10-metre line, running back to the 20. The kick chase is good for the Panthers. Tyrone May down there, and there's Campbell Gillard.
Bunched at the moment, Melbourne. No width here. Passes. Got some room over to the right-hand side.
Addo wants to get up, and the fans wanted a penalty. They got a whistle, but it was from Jared Sutton telling Addo to go back to the mark.
We're talking to you,
Josh. Come on.
Now Hoffman. Up to the halfway line. Now for Jesse Bromwich. Near the hour mark here, it's Penrith with a narrow advantage as Hughes kicks very high. Down to Watene Zelezniak to mark it on the chest and to run back at Riley Jacks and Christian Welch, who started the match up front wearing jumper 15. Now Crichton.
In these instances, Melbourne normally, or Cameron Smith normally assumes a role of going out and playing at first, second, sometimes even third receiver. Gets out of the dummy half roll. And we might just see him out there a fair bit more in this last 20 minutes as Campbell Gillard, second man to Maloney.
Now away for kick out. Running at Hughes. Curtis Scott marks up on him with Felice Kafusi's help. Now Maloney will duck down the short side. He wanted to kick that roll towards the sideline, I think, but to the contrary, it came back towards Drinkwater at fullback. Made his debut for the Melbourne Storm. James Maloney back in 2009. Played 4 games for the club before he headed over to the Warriors. Viliami Kikau, feeling a bit dusty. The hearing on this set. Now Hughes tried to accelerate away. Kikau did well to stop him for a second before Hughes got it away. It's a forward pass to Justin Olam. The referees have missed it. Olam's up to Penrith's 40-metre line. He'll play it back here to the skipper, Smith. Now for Hughes, takes off again with pace. Now for Jesse Bromwich. Oh, good ball. One bounce, up for Blair. Now Addo, room for the pace of Addo. The kick back over the top. Not the right execution that he might have liked. And Watene Zelezniak's got it. I think I've seen Jesse Bromwich throw a 30-metre pass before.
Well, they need to learn a lesson from that, Penrith. You don't run out quickly on a kick or one out. It forces the opposition to run the football, and invariably they have an overlap out wide, and Bromwich saw that. Trent Merritt's first carry being back from the interchange bench.
11 from 12 completions for the Panthers after half-time. That's in contrast to their early ill-discipline. Now Blake, he is plenty quick, Bonga Blake. Oh, an ankle tap by Kafusi stopped him. He was about to reach top gear.
It's not really the play.
Not at 14-10 with 20 to go.
Not when you've just busted the opposition and you've got everybody set to the right-hand side.
Isn't he a good player, this young lad? Blake. Brad Fittler.
Yeah, the Viliami kick-out pass. You reckon the first one in the first half they set up to try? Look at that. It's spun around, then got down in front of Wanga Blake. That was absolutely brilliant. He nearly had it, Wanga. One more step, he was gone.
Yeah, he's carving them up in the second half especially. And
well, if Mansell goes to the right and finds a playmaker, Melbourne get tackled their first play back on their own 10 or 15. They've gifted them 30 metres there.
I wonder if that's the play from a team that is struggling to win, is struggling for that killer knockout blow. Earlier in the year, they were putting teams to the sword.
Well, I think you saw Maloney try and put the ball out earlier, but that was okay at that stage. And they're in good position there. Quick play the ball now for Melbourne. Here's Smith exploring out of dummy half.
Gives it away to Hughes, who spears one out for Scott. Hilschild on the boot. Oldham's chasing. Oh, Mansour, good.
Great.
he's a star, Josh Mansour. When he's got the ball defensively, he's good. Really tough player. It's like having a seventh forward.
That's every thread of quality that Josh Mansour's got that play. He knew how important that was. Oh, mistake now for Penrith. And now Blair with it for the Storm. Inside the 20, close enough to the 10 when he's put down. This is a huge moment. A cold drop ball. And Jacks is tackled, centre of the park. Case for a penalty. Away now for Hoffman. They'd like him to score. He's stopped 5 metres out by Merrin and Campbell-Gillard. Hughes giving it up now for Scott. Away for Olam. He'll get there this time, I think. He missed out in the first half by going over the touchline, but this looks good.
And the crowd love it.
Like the crowd
can hardly hear. They're going upstairs to have a look. With a drop ball.
Let's tackle 3. We've got a no try. So confirm there's a knock on and the touchline.
Yeah, we're looking at the Olam put down here. Stays in the field to play with that shot. And his hand.
Yeah.
Oh!
Well, he said no try. There's the right hand touch first. It's hard to
Justin
say.
Olam's hand enters touch at the same time the ball is grounded. We have a decision.
Well, there you go, simultaneous, so it's out.
And once again, Casey Badger is there on hand to instruct the referee as to what she saw. And that young referee, Peter Goff, took over that situation, and I think they've got it right.
It's a scrum.
Well, he's had a couple of knockbacks tonight, Justin Olam, and the combined margin will be about a centimetre. This is the drop ball. It's Campbell-Gillard.
Yeah, a bit of a look at Joe Stimson coming at him. And Josh Mansour just did enough to push his opposing winger into an awkward position.
Have a look at Josh. I reckon he thought he'd scored. His head was down like a beaten.
Here's the VB hard work index as he reached the back part of the game. Jesse Bromwich and Felice Kafusi, they've leapt over the top of Dale Finucane while he's been having a spell, although Dale's on the touchline. He's ready to come back out there, the warhorse. Penrith by 4. Isaiah Yeo tackled to the ground by Jacks. Here's Fisher Harris. That's a good run. Out near the 40-metre line. Tyro May, 40-20 attempt here for Cleary. It's not going to have the legs, but it is going to find the sideline.
Okay.
That's a third tackle kicked. Took a shot of the 40-20. I mean, it appears that Penrith are still coming home strongly, but all that defence they did in the first half, they defended nearly the whole half. It's got to take some effect in the last 15 minutes. So they're just trying to hang on now.
Good context, isn't it? Yes. Let's hope we get a month of footy where we get these kind of
On the clock here, Dallin.
battles between our finalists. It's a skinny lead. And it is the Melbourne Storm. The possession's still very much in their favour, 60-40, as Blair is hammered in the tackle by Fisher Harris.
It's funny about that possession status. It's barely altered after half-time. I think it was down around 34%. So Penrith have scored 2 tries, and they've still been without the majority of the footy.
They seem to have had a lot more football this second half.
Yeah, what it means is that they've had just slightly more possession this half, and they've used it.
Here goes Kafusi.
nearly slightly more.
Just slightly less, actually. The ball comes away for Jacks to run onto it.
Well, it feels like it.
They've thrown you right under the bus down there in the stats department. Here goes Drinkwater. He's got a kicking game as well, this young man. Down for DWZ. Tries to use his pace to get around Welsh. But Hughes is down there to make the tackle on the 20. Darren?
Well, the difference in the second half of Penrith is they've only given away 1 penalty this half. They gave away 11 in the first 40, so had a lot more ball and they built some pressure, and they're starting to wear the Storm down.
Still feel maybe a twist in the tail. 12.5 to go. Taylor May throws a dummy, not fallen for.
Mount Merritt playing out for Cleary, who goes to Yo, who then goes to Peachy, has to cut back infield. Jacks does well. Collars him in a ball and all tackle. A couple short of the halfway line. Yo back for Nathan Cleary. This one is going to bounce here. It's a friendly bounce, or that one not so much. Back to the end goal. And those couple of bounces allows Penrith's chase to get right down there, and Oldham's tackle just beyond his own 10. Well, it's Bellamy's babes tonight, this Melbourne outfit, with all these big names missing. Slater and Munster and Vunivalu and Chambers and Croft and Nelson Arciva Solomona. And they're only behind by a try.
Craig thought his team should have got a penalty there.
Falukin. This has been a big effort from him tonight, hasn't it? Jacks from inside the 40. Aimed over to Josh Mansour. And the New South Wales and Australian Test representative will run back to be tackled just short of his own 30-metre line by Ryan Hoffman. And for Christian Crichton. Oh, Jacks there, you saw him grimacing as he made that tackle. He's got some sort of a problem there, Riley Jacks. He's winced in a couple of defensive efforts in the last few minutes. What's this one? Oh, he's just been by his own teammate. Penrith down the left edge. Teddy Zalesniak plays it to Maloney. Now the kick's taking a bounce off a Melbourne player. They throw it on the boot again. Ball's still alive here. Penrith have got it. Cleary snaps one through. Blake's there. Blake will score. Miracle play for Penrith.
Okay, Chids.
It bounced off Melbourne and they kept it alive.
Just
and
confirming,
Blake, we think it's got his second try.
Oh, this is amazing. Amazing footy. Not played at, it's play on. There's a kick through. Another pick
Playing
up.
on at this point.
Yep, they're all onside.
Wonga Blake is onside.
He's just got to ground this for it to be a try.
3 kicks in there of a fashion, and the Penrith player was always onside.
3 gains possession.
And scores.
And grounds it in the end goal. We have a decision.
That's a big, big play.
And there was a juggle on the end of it too. He had to be cool there, Wonga Blake, but he was. And the veteran skipper, Cameron Smith, was herring after him. The Panthers, 18-10, kick to come, Brad.
Yeah, before the game, I spoke about Nathan Cleary having to have a hand in the scoreline tonight. Now, it was a wonderful kick, absolutely brilliant kick of a bit of misfortune, really, from some ugly rebounds, but it's just the fact that he's there. Tyrone May kicks the ball forward, but he's there, just supporting. He comes up with a wonderful option, and Wanga Blake scores his second try in exactly the same spot. But the fact that he was there, once again, rebound, Tyrone May comes through, gets a kick, and there's Nathan Cleary picking up the dregs. Here's Wanga Blake's voice and puts it on the spot for him. Beautiful try, Wanga Blake. Great work, the Panthers.
And that was the key for the Panthers on each occasion when the ball was kicked, and there were 3 of them. They were onside. They stayed onside. Pearl Dale Finucane, he couldn't get out of the way of the football. And Nathan Cleary, boy, he knows this kick.
Well, he hasn't hit them at all well tonight. From the sideline, he's made an overcorrection out to the left this time, 18-10.
Case, just come forward, Case. Yeah, quick. Yep. The time's off, Cameron.
So this is an examination for this Melbourne outfit. They can seal the minor premiership with a win, but they're 8 behind inside the final 10. The Panthers, they are fighting here. They know how important it is to get back in the winner's circle with the finals next week. Here's Campbell Gillard. Now here's the live ladder at the moment. The Roosters can join the Rabbitohs on 34, and if Melbourne don't win tonight, of course, they stay there as well. Look, for and against, you'd have to say Melbourne, well, they've probably got the minor premiership secured unless
the Roosters
can really
smash the Eels tomorrow night by 25 points at this stage.
Not quick.
It's a 10. It's
The penalty goes to Penrith.
Yeah,
I mean, if James Maloney was kicking tonight, he's having an off night, Nathan. He doesn't have many of them, 1 from 5, but it could be 24-10, be all over.
Can I put it to you that if the ladder at least remains that way, and 1 Melbourne versus 4 Sharks next week here at Amy Park, how about that for a clash?
Sharks beat them not so long ago in a really tough encounter. You'd expect more of the same as Fisher Harris loses the football now. Addo-Carr
on the counter. He gets back to Fisher Harris, who defends that mistake. Well, they're not gone here, Melbourne, by any stretch. There's time. It's only an 8-point margin. Now Welsh with a very dogged run there. 5 short of the halfway line. Way through Finucane, out to Kafusi. He gets over the halfway. Maloney in there. What can Smith muster in the final moments of this game? Out to Drinkwater. Numbers! Oh, here he is! Oh, what a play by Crichton! Crichton's up! He's trying to streak away! Christian Crichton's going to have too much toe! And he'll get across to score and might have won it! And if he didn't grab that ball, Addo-Carr was gone!
That is amazing. He must be a punter because he took the shot, took the gamble. He would have scored Addo-Carr if he gets it, but he stuck his big right duke up. He's watching the play come. He goes, 2-on-1, what'll I do? Bang, and then he's got to catch it. Then he's got to get up, and then he's got to outpace them. He did it all.
Well, they started the game that way. Tennis Lesniak diving forward to catch an error. This time he just launches himself, Crichton, assesses the situation, throws the right hand up, gets the football, and all the Melbourne players, well, they're off on attack. No one at home. And a big kick to come here when it comes to the conversion.
And Nathan's still the kicker.
You can see there, if he doesn't get a hand on that, Addo-Carr is off. They weren't going to get anywhere near him.
And Canterbury fans will be excited. They probably don't know a lot about him, but... Wow.
All right, Brad, big kick this one.
Yeah, he's just rubbing a bit of grass off the ball. I've got to say, Crichton had no other option. He knew he was gone. Addo-Carr was going to score in the corner for all money. But what a great play. Took the dive and then caught it.
Yeah, really good ball from Drinkwater to put the outside men into some space. This is a kick to ensure that Penrith don't get taken into Golden Point.
Big moment for Nathan Cleary. And he's missed it again. 12 points, Brad.
Yeah, well, I don't think he knows what's going wrong, actually. You just saw that look in his face. He just had no idea why he missed that. But I've got to say, it's the quietest the 20,637 people have been tonight. They've had an absolute ball. They've seen a great game of footy. They've made it thoroughly enjoyable for Lockie and I on the sideline.
They might have been having an absolute ball, but there were some glum faces there in that shot. But they provided a great atmosphere and a big crowd for...
That's a record crowd for these two clubs.
Okay. Stay behind it. Stay behind Josh.
Hey, Freddie, is Jimmy Maloney crook? Is he not kicking at the moment? Or you think they give him a go? That 1 from 6 or 1 from 5?
Well, maybe because the scoreboard keeps ticking over, they persist. Good pass, Mansour.
Mansour! He's not going to get back, Campbell Gillard.
Nope.
That's hilarious.
Not if you're Cameron Cireldo, it's not.
Here, guys. We're on the clock.
Oh, we've had a bit of everything tonight. Now, if the Melbourne Storm can conjure a 6-pointer in the next couple of minutes, we could be here longer.
We're on the clock here, James. Time it.
Freddie.
Nathan Cleary was the first goal kicker till he got injured, and James Maloney stepped in and kicked all through Origin and then came back, and then he got injured. So now Nathan Cleary took over again.
Yes, and Maloney's been feeling that knee, so I wonder whether that's part of it. All right. Can the Storm find a try? Welsh with a strong run. 19 out from the line. Smith away. Jacks now loops it to Blair. Cleary was there in defence. They're inside the 10. Drinkwater with a looping ball to the skipper Smith. Out now to Hughes, will accelerate. He's tackled well by Maloney. That's 4 gone. And the whistle's blown.
Yeah, Maloney's hurt here. Well, he's giving you a good indication he is.
Yeah, his head hit the hip, but good refereeing too. In some cases, we would have seen a penalty given straight away because Maloney hasn't rolled away, but he's obviously crook. Maybe.
Nick will finish the game.
He'll give a wink to someone in a minute.
It might be to
Cameron knows.
His opposing captain.
Well, he's been public enemy number 1 all night with the crowd. That's the cherry on the top.
Well, he's bought them a minute to get some air back in the lungs. Here's Smith with a nice ball away. Here's a chance, they're in!
Yes!
It's Drinkwater! He got denied earlier by the bunker. He won't be this time. We are not done yet.
Lovely play. Was it Kenny Bromwich?
Yep.
Little offload. Look at this. Gorgeous.
He was denied a try earlier, this young man, on the Harvey Norman replay. Great lead up, and the beauty is it scored adjacent to the posts. And Cameron Smith should have little trouble converting this. We've got the grandstand finish coming up.
Wow.
He'll wake up a little bit sore tomorrow than he does normally after Intrust Super Cup games.
Smith brings us back to a 6-point game. They are just never beaten this team. Let's go to Darren Lockyer.
Yeah, well, that stop and play worked against Penrith. You see here, Nathan Cleary, he just got up too quick. He got up in front of his inside man Nice selection of pass there for Bromwich. And he deserves that try, Drinkwater. We've got to finish in our hands.
Well, they've got to get nervous now, Penrith, after what they've endured the last 6 or 7 weeks. Well, they snuck home in 3 of those with whirlwind finishes, but they didn't come here in great form.
Two behind it.
Their confidence wouldn't be at its peak.
Time it, Nathan.
Maloney resumes. 3 minutes 40 left. Kenny Bromwich runs it back.
James, Isaiah, square, James, square.
It's normally the Panthers trying to pull a game out of the fire at this stage. Now they're trying to hang on.
Don't work in Trent.
Smith for Finucane.
Well, I guess somehow you're trying to get Adokar into the game. He's the man who can do the remarkable. He went looking for the football on the far side, making his way back to the left wing now, but he's your finisher.
They're going to come this way. Here's Jacks getting it for Drinkwater. Now for Blair, nearly through. Oh, good tackle. They had to cling on there. Peachy was the man. Last play. It comes to Riley Jacks. It's gone, well, pretty much up and down in the same spot, and they left kick out to catch it. Going to get close enough for a 1-pointer here, Penrith.
They'd take it, Matt. I don't think you'd want to take the chance of a 20-metre restart and an extra tackle. They'd be happy just to get the ball down the other end. Time running out, 2.5 to go.
Well, they're not in Melbourne's half yet. Merrin hit hard by Welsh, who raced up. This is the last tackle. In fact, it's still the 4th play, is it? No. Now we get to 5.
No, I think that's 4.
There's a bit of confusion here. It's Campbell Gillard, the man put down. Now we've got the last play coming up. Cleary gets in the dummy half, runs out himself, rolls a kick down towards the corner. It sits up kindly for Drinkwater to be tackled there by Isaiah Yeo. Less than 2 left on the clock. Adokar, the man to watch, tries to sell a dummy. No one was going to buy it. Stopped by Fisher-Harris. Now for Olin. Olin nearly through. He's got through. He's up to the halfway. Justin Olin taken by Cleary.
Beautiful tackle. Adokar dummy half.
But they're in trouble here, the Panthers. Adokar turns it now for Drinkwater. He ducked away from kick. Gaze again the first game. And what a night he's had. Still 2 tackles left. Melbourne, they're coming. They are coming hard. Finucane. Last tackle. Can Penrith hang on? It goes to Jacks. Gets a ball back. Smith's there. Cameron Smith tries to get a kick through, and Crichton's dived on it with a minute left.
Oh, I thought he could have given that to Kenny Bromwich, who was coming back from this side. Bromwich was going back to where the support players were. Went for the big play, Cameron Smith. It didn't come off.
3 tackles gone. They've gone nowhere here, Penrith. Tamo tucks it under his wing. 4 tackles. He'll get a quick play the ball away. And now the experience of Mansour will get 25 out from their own line. 30 seconds left. Cleary kicks it as far as he can.
That's a great kick into space.
On the 20-metre line, it bounces up for Drinkwater. 20 seconds left. Can Melbourne produce something? 2 tackles left. The Panthers on the verge of a famous win for the club. Hughes away now. It comes for Olam. He made the bust earlier. He ducked inside. Kick out got him. If he doesn't play it in time, it'll be the siren. This is the last play now. Hughes, Cameron Smith. Away now for Kenny Bromwich. Now for Hoffman. Adokar chips over the top. Wonga Blake's got it. The Panthers are going to win. The Panthers have come to Melbourne, and they might have injected new life into their premiership campaign.
Yeah, they were very, very good tonight. No ball in the first half. That's why they were behind. Got an even share of possession in the second half, and they used it well. Look, They're out on their feet, all the players who played tonight. Magnificent effort by all 34. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, what a contest. What a contest. Melbourne Storm, never say die, got plenty of stars to come back into their lineup. Penrith, they needed a result and they needed a performance tonight. They've got both. They had to take something into next weekend. And they'll take plenty out of this, especially the second half. First time they've won here at Amy Park, their 8th visit. They finally got the job done, and it's a very, very important one for them. Congratulations to the new coach there.
It had been 13 years since they'd won a match in Melbourne anywhere. And the Panthers, after back-to-back losses, have produced a big scalp here. Admittedly against the Melbourne team, lacking in a lot of experience, and their main men in Slater and Munster amongst those out. Penrith 22, Storm 16, big win.